Shredder into Innervate Boom is busted? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Oh, baby.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Oh, I love Freeze Patron Oil. I like that. My highest win rate in Conquest, my highest win rate lineup has been Freeze Mage plus Oil Rogue plus Face Hunter. Those three target very well together. But alright, I should probably trade. Like, it's pretty disrespectful for me not to trade there. But now Face Hunter is really bad in the meta, and new cards have came out since then. But I really like the Freeze Mage plus Oil Rogue combo. They target pretty much the same exact decks and do so very consistently. But I mean, like, Rogue's been struggling a lot lately, which made that combo a little bit weaker, but yeah. Oh god. Look at him go. That's a lot of damage. I mean, if I knew the perfect lineup, I wouldn't tell it to you. I'd keep it to myself and win a tournament, then tell it to you. But, you know. Alright, let's see where the Boombat RNG goes first, huh? Well, that wasn't spectacular. I think I'm just gonna heal and make the trades. Super defense, man, super defense. We got a real good board lead here, so I think super defense is okay. Alright, well now he doesn't have silence. Choke's on him. Alright, I'm gonna value hero powering here over the wild growth though, because we are pushing it tight here, man. Taunting up hero power and trying to get outside of the range of what he can accomplish here. Is there a reason I healed before popping the Shredder? The card only works if I have that Tutu alive. So I needed that Tutu alive. I wouldn't be able to play the healer then. 7. Alright, so we got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1 damage off lethal. So I'm going to value hero powering again and just play the Shredder and hero power. And I don't think we need 10 mana, so I'll hold the wild growth for card cycle. 1 damage off lethal. Made it. And it actually plays around like Mana Wraith and things like that, because we can kill Doomsayer with the Doctor Boom, but if Mana Wraith comes out, I guess we can kill that with the Doctor Boom too, so I mean it doesn't matter. But we just kind of had to. We need the 2/2 alive for the mana. Alright, queuing up, queuing up. 1 sec. Alright. Paul DLG. Oh man, this is a good South American player. Alright. Living Roots against Priest I don't think is worth it. I really want to find Innovator Wild Growth. Alright. Well, Living Roots gets pretty farmed by that guy, but... yeah, so I guess I hold it back. We could probably use it to help clear something later on, just use it as a Holy Smite, and try and make even trades with our 4 attack things into 5 health things, basically. We could get the shade out this turn, or we could just try and keep our curve cleaner. Yeah, I think we'd probably just hold it. Just coin it into nothing seems not so great for us, so I guess we're hero power passing. It's not a good curve for us, so we're trying to fight fair against Priest, which usually doesn't end up very well. Draw a stick. That's not true. People call me that all the time. Doesn't matter what I do. Dragon Priest. Oh boy. Alright, we got coin 5-drop into 5-drop, so I think I can just play the Shade on X Remus here and look to maybe coin Druid of the Claw. We gotta be worried about Velen's Chosen, because that's a 2 of in the Dragon Priest deck, so... and we gotta worry about Blackwing Corruptor coming down on 5 and being super powerful. Because if that card's live on 5, it gets kinda scary. Can't really play around both, though. You either play into Velen's by... you either taunt and play into Velen's, or you charge and play into Blackwing Corruptor. So, which kind of poison do we want? Man, all these if Firebat did something, he'd be something things in chat are kind of funny. I probably do need glasses, State Mosk. That's why I squint, is because I can't see. Alright. How do I want to do this? I think I'm just playing Piloted Shredder, honestly. I want to be able to coin Emperor next turn, get both of these Living Reds discounted, and try and make big plays. So... even though this plays into, like, Velen's Chosen trade heal, I want to get my Emperor down as soon as possible, get these Living Rats down to cost and 0, and try and make something happen. It was awesome to watch Brood War. I didn't stream Brood War, man. I should stream Brood War, man. Let's bring it back. I don't know, what's that website that Brood War streams on still? There is one that they still stream Brood War on. Can't remember the name. But all the Korean players, there's still like a bunch of people that stream Brood War. The number of cards on my list is wrong. Well, that's because it removes the one that had been drawn. So, these are the cards remaining in my deck. So it takes out the ones that are in my hand and that I've played. I think my opponent disconnected. Feels bad, man. Sick light bomb bluff? No, I think he disconnected. Yeah, he's still online. I think he just walked away from his computer because he's still online. Weird, man. Alright, well. Win trade. Feels bad, man. Why? He's a friend. He disconnected, man. Alright. Living Roots turn 1's pretty good if he doesn't have Armor Smith. If he has Armor Smith, this is real bad. So I'm gonna take that gamble. Alright, that's a sick curve. That's a sick curve. Alright. 1/1s into Wild Growth into Swipe, maybe. Well, no coin Armor Smith feels good. You could still have Acolyte Bane, which gets awkward, but we have Swipe for the Acolyte Bane, so that's okay. Do I play more aggressively / conservatively when I play in live tournaments? I usually play aggressive, really aggressive in live tournaments. But I mean, I guess it depends on the situation. But most of the time, when I'm playing right now, and I'm casually playing, I'm reading chat a lot and thinking about things, so I don't just say, like, I don't take the odds as much to see how likely it is I get punished for trying to eke out extra, like, 1 or 2 damage. But in, like, live tournaments, every opportunity, I'm like, how can I figure out how to get 1 more damage here? 1 more damage. Will I get punished if I go face is a question I ask myself a lot, and if there's like higher odds that I don't get punished, I usually take it. So I usually end up looking a lot more aggressive in tournaments. Okay, no Cruel Taskmaster BGH. Ooh, Cycling Wrath is extremely good against Warrior. You gotta get those cards flowing, man. Gotta get those cards flowing. I'll just make this trade and make more 1/1s, huh? Do I want to make 1/1s here? It's a brawl turn. I think I can hold back. I don't want to throw the 1/1s into the potential brawl. Man, he is low. 9, 10, 11. I mean, this seems reasonable to me. Like, judging by the health totals, I don't see another way to do this turn. Do I miss the Archon house? I mean, it was pretty cool living with friends, but yeah. Alright, well, he's able to survive here. He had to use a lot of resources, though, but that revenge was pretty clutch. 1 damage off lethal. I mean, we're committed at this point, right? He can't Alex, so I mean, like, why not, huh? Yeah, force hero power. Tear through lots of things. Does Belcher armor up save him?
I can take the hit.
Shield Maiden gets him to 8 and he still dies. That's the dirtiest thing. What the hell? That's disgusting. Oh, sometimes Druid makes me feel dirty. Makes me feel dirty. Just look at it. No cards in hand except this force. Turn 9's coming up. I have lethal anyway, but just... Look at all the damage. Ridiculous. Just redonkulous. Stream sponsored by Deckmate, question mark. No. I'm just, I'm trying, like, a lot of people want to endorse my stream, so I'm trying out all the products day by day, seeing which ones I like, and then gonna pick one from there. So, I gotta choose who I want to sell out to first, so I want to try all of the stuff first, so I can kind of get a feel for what things I like. Because I don't want to endorse something I don't like, especially since I have options with what I want to do. So I want to test all the options first and see which one I like. You can't replay your replay, unfortunately. Or at least, if you can, then I don't have it set up. But replays are pretty cool. What's the replay program? It's a part of Overwolf, so it's like... They got this thing. I don't know if you can actually see that. Yeah, you can see that in the stream. And then it's got like a little App Store button, and then you go to like... Pops up this App Store thing, and you download apps, and one of them's the replay thing. It's kind of cool. It's nifty. I don't see how useful it is, but I have fun doing it. So you could just like replay random shit. Just boom, look at that, replays. I'm replaying myself looking at how to get replays. But yeah. Subscribe to my YouTube. Thanks, Pre-Fire Gens. I have no music on my stream now so that I can try and get more YouTube content. So I'm working on trying to get as much YouTube content as possible because I'm pretty unknown on YouTube. Like, I'm like at least a little known on Twitch now because I've been working on that, but I haven't given my YouTube enough attention. So I'm starting to give my YouTube a lot more love and care. So I'm working on it. Alright. The big dick tempo play of just Keeper Innervate Wrath. Go all in here. I mean, we got a Roar, so I'd prefer to cycle this most of the time, but we got a Shredder to follow this up. Hopefully we find a 5-drop. This matchup's all about tempo, and I'm going to try and pull ahead with it. Oh, that Innervate would have been good to save. If only I can see the future. Okay. Trade here, and I don't think I trade with the Shade. Still just waiting on that puppy to really start profiting. Control Warrior any good to climb ladder at the moment? I think it's pretty good. I think a lot of people don't really expect it, which is one of its strong points. Ooh. Clean this stuff up and punch him in the face for 5. Alright. I mean, if he doesn't have Keeper, this is fantastic. If he does have Keeper, then he's taking a weak turn, and then we're dropping Boom on him. So, it's all upside. It's all upside. Alright, so the worst possible case happened. And now let's slam Boom on him. Now, as long as he doesn't have BGH as well, then we're looking at a really solid position here. Because 7/7s are big. Oh shit, he's got BGH. Yeah, he just queued it up. Keeper and BGH. Now I'm salty. That's too much, man. Alright, that went bad. Well, maybe we can draw our way out of this. Let's try and find something here. Well, we have combo. 4 more hero powers and we'll get there. Alright, well, we're going to save this Wild Growth. We're going to try and combo him in the face, and then we're going to try and cycle the Wild Growth on the following turn and swipe hero power him for lethal, or Force of Nature him for lethal the turn after. So, I have an option here to combo down his Ancient Allure, play around his combo, or just combo him in the face and try and get lethal. Those are my 2 options, right? If I try and kill this and play the value game, he's got 6 cards, he's drawn 1 more, he'll have 7 cards, we'll have 3, because we'll have 2, we'll be drawing 1 more. And one of our cards isn't really a card. One of our cards is just -1, 2 mana on a turn, so... I don't think we win if we trade. I think we will die. I think we'll die if we trade. Like, he'll just outvalue us and take the game long, so I think we gotta take the risk here. We're going to combo face, and we're going to try and put together a few scrapes of damage to try and win the game. Well, he's given us the preemptively well played. He must have the combo in his hand. Maybe he doesn't have it? Fingers crossed. Oh, alright, alright. Although, how do we kill him now? Oh, jeez. Well, we have 9 damage if we find Force. Oh, fuck. Okay. So... if we Force Keeper, we can keep him in the face, get him down to 8, and then we can draw a double swipe, try and kill him. There's only 1 swipe left. Alright. Wild Growth, find Ancient Allure, heal for 5, draw combo the turn after, right? So, Ancient Allure here. Otherwise, we're just keeping him in the face and hoping we live. Alright, Taunt's good too. Taunt's good too. Right? We have another draw here to try and find combo then. Hopefully. Theoretically. In some worlds. We're probably dead.
You got my attention.
Maybe he doesn't have lethal. I mean, he didn't have it last turn. He healed for 5. So, I mean, we got a plan. Don't do it to me, bro. No, don't do this. Why? Alright. We tried, we tried. Charge face. Ambitious, ambitious. We just got a donation. What's up? We got a $2 donation from Grimdalus. If you are going to put more YouTube videos coming out, are you going to have a sexy video editor like Trump has? Cough, cough, Jen, Kappa. Also, what is better for the current meta, Aggro Druid or Melee Rogue? I think Aggro Druid's just a stronger deck on average than Melee Rogue is. Yeah, I would like to try and get a video editor eventually. I don't know how to do all that stuff. I'd preferably like to do it myself, but I haven't taken the time to learn how to do that stuff yet, and I'm terrible at art stuff, so there's the disadvantages with that, but I don't know, if I stumble across a video editor, I'm not gonna complain, but I gotta figure out what I'm doing first. Alright, this turn, I think Boom's a little too slow. I like having Swipe against Paladin, I think it's good, and Innervate Shredder's always pretty good. Jen is pretty good. Who is Jen? I don't know. I don't know these people. Alright, let's just turn 1 Shredder and start just giving him the D with that, I think. We have removal in our hands, so we can hopefully clean up as he develops thing. Well then, that's rude. I don't know if I want to trade or not. I guess I do. Seems so weird making that trade. Trading down into it. Just tell Trump to refer me? Yeah, maybe I'll talk to Trump about that. Thanks, guys. Because I do need to start doing all that YouTube stuff. Like, I do a little bit of it, but I don't have any of my own edited videos. Because I haven't figured out how to do that yet. For being someone that, like, spends all of my time on computers and playing video games, you'd think I'd know at least anything about technical support or computer stuff. But I am downright clueless when it comes to that stuff. Alright, let's get a coin here for sure. And then I don't think I want a coin swipe. I can swipe something next turn, so I'll just Wild Growth this turn. Look to swipe whatever he plays. So like the Piloted Shredder he plays, for example, so that I'm killing something with my swipe and not just dealing face damage. And then I can coin the Ancient Allure on the following turn. So it smooths out my curve. Now I have a target for my swipe. Piloted Shredder, like I said. It's just beautiful. He's going to trade here to play around swipe a little bit. I like that trade. I like that trade. Smart move. Where do I get my haircut? I don't know, like the cheapest haircut place that's closest to me at the time. I think it was Fantastic Sam's or Great Clips. I don't know. I'm not a fashion guy. I just kind of just do whatever. All right. Well, we're still gonna get crushed by this mysterious challenger, huh? But hey, we tried. Most likely it's not Repentance, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it is. We're still kind of committed to this play, regardless. Hopefully we can find a BGH. We got the combo. We got the BGH. Alright, maybe Challenger's not too big of a deal. Looks like he's got Noble Sacrifice or Revenge up. Well, no Challenger. Now I got this BGH for nothing, man. Complaining about not facing Challenger. Alright. Oh, hey. I'll do that again. More options is pretty good stuff. I really want removal and such. Hopefully he plays Dr. Boom. And then we can get this BGH off and we top deck a swipe and everything's all purdy. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Secret Keeper, maybe an Avenge up. We got two Keeper. Holy crap. Oh, shit. I don't know, drawing didn't go very well for us there. Instant replay on that turn. So yeah, everything's going good. We're chilling. Secret Keeper comes down. We're not too worried. It's a one drop. We're like, whatever. He plays a secret. I'm like, cool. I got silence in my hand. And boom. GG. Alright, he's trading some stuff. And he gets a Knife Juggler in play now. Okay, so we're gonna kill this Knife Juggler and then try and silence whatever gets avenged. All the other targets are great silence targets, so I think this is good for us. Hopefully it's not Redemption, and it is just Noble Sacrifice. Now we have the silence target here. This is terrific. Maybe we could have just ignored his board and tried to set up combo lethal. Just drew to the charge his face and play a Shade. Might have been stronger. Almost certainly drew to the claw, charge his face, and just play Shade is stronger, right? I don't know. His odds are pretty good to have a taunt, honestly, though. He hasn't played any Belchers or Tyrion or Coghammers, and he has 8 cards in his hand, so I don't know. And we use 2 Keepers after he draws 8. I don't think he's got Tyrion, man. He's got that sick Divine Favor, so he probably doesn't have Tyrion, yeah. All I know is I really want Avenge to land on that, huh? can't swipe this turn. Well, let's play this. Taunt, hope we're alive, and try to combo him next turn. I mean, he didn't taunt this turn, so he did play Lotheb, though. Maybe we could stay alive. We got combo on the field now for potential lethal. We could find an Innervate. The last Innervate in the deck. Try to get that sick double combo off. Do you keep BGH in the mulligans in this matchup? No, I don't keep BGH in the mulligans in this matchup. I think it's like way too important to be able to trade with their early game stuff efficiently, and BGH gets farmed by Minibot. So even though it's so sick to have against their challenger, the odds of them having challenger on 6 is not 100%. So I think it's more important to be mulliganing to deal with their early game than worrying about challenger from the start. This looks pretty bad. If we get double combo, do we have lethal? Probably not, because Tyrion takes up so much of our damage. Tyrion takes up 10 damage to clear. And then we're left with 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Actually, double combo would still kill him. But we don't have it. We don't have it. Alright, so let's try and rat this for 3. Have Avenge land on the Tyrion and BGH it, you know? Easy game, easy life. Alright, that wasn't Avenge. We are dead. Yep, we're dead. Noble sacrifices left. Where do I apply to be my editor? I guess you could hit me up on my business email or on Twitter. But who knows, man? I might be joining a team, and then the team would handle that sort of stuff. So I don't know really what I'm doing officially for another 20 days or so until I figure out if I'm going independent or on a team. So at that point, I would have to hire an editor if I go independent. Otherwise, the team likely would just provide one for me. So I mean, I'm not too worried about it right now. Alright, Dr. Boom's maybe a little too slow, but Ancient Allure is same speed, so who knows. Hey, 1 drop. Seems good, man. Is Tempo Storm one of my contenders? Tempo Storm is one of my contenders, yeah. I have a lot of contenders, though. Not as many as I thought I was going to have, though. A lot of teams actually have pretty full rosters at the moment, so... Living Roots, Wild Growth, Piloted Shredder, Azure Drake Curve. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think I am going to pop this. Help against Knife Juggler a little bit. I don't want some gross Knife Juggler things happening. I don't find my 1/1 going to be accomplishing too much on its own, so trading in seemed to make sense to me. What competitive team do I play for? I play for Team Firebat right now, man. I'm just soloing it. Eventually I'll be playing for a team, maybe, or trying to go independent, depending on which one makes more sense. Oh, Swiperino. That's nasty. That's nasty. Now, as long as he doesn't implosion me, I feel good. I feel good. Wow, this is a pretty sick implosion Imp Gang boss turn. What do I think about the video Archon put out addressing me leaving the team? I already released my public statement about that. And I mean, that drama's old news. It happened a while ago, but my statement's on Twitter. That's all I have to say about the issue. And I feel good about how everything went, honestly. I mean, we were able to come to terms afterwards, and we're pretty happy with each other now. So, me and Archon are chill, man. But I don't really want to get into that anymore. So, I mean, you can check my statements, you can check the Reddit drama, but other than what's been said already, there's, like, no new information, so there's no reason to keep talking about it. Alright, well, let's clean up this crap. We don't have anything else to do this turn. I don't really like tempo BGHing on this board. But I'm happy about my life total currently. That's the thing that's good right here. Is we have time to get these ancient lores off the ground. We have time to make things happen. Well, I have BGH to kill Melganis, so I guess I'm okay if Melganis comes out, so I guess I'm gonna just go at the 7-drop. I think silencing this is a little weak on the board right now, but obviously if a Doomguard comes out, I'm not happy about it, so I'm hoping Melganis comes out. Kinda weird. What kind of dog do I have? I got a German Shepherd named Ava. She's on the couch, sleeping. Oh, she knocked over the pillow. She was laying on the pillow, but she kicked the pillow off the couch, and I was just laying on the couch. Well, this board got crazy quickly. Well, I'm not really worried about what comes out of the Void Caller, because he can kind of just play whatever he wants out of it anyway. So I think I'm more focused on trying to clean up this mess of a board here, so I want to just develop 2 minions. And, I think I charged player on power. Well, power volume doesn't clear it cleanly anyway, but I still think charging's probably better. Well, then you can trade the Void Caller in. Maybe taunt. Okay, I'm skeptical if taunt or charge is better here, but I'm gonna go with taunt. We could see a Melganis come out here now. We could see like a Doomguard trade in, be a little awkward for us. I'm skeptical which one's better still. We're likely gonna have to be like combo clearing, playing the value game with this hand. Ooh, that's nasty. Well, Swipe, hey. How are you? Can't develop much with this Swipe, though, is the scary part. We could try and get this Melganis out. If this is Melganis, then we get to play something with our Swipe, so I want to go for it. We could also go here, and then our Keeper gets a good trade. So it's debatable. It's debatable. I'm gonna go for this, I think. No, I'm scared. I don't know what to do, team. Alright, we'll take the safe route, I guess. It's such weak on development, though. He doesn't got a Doomguard. I'm getting him. Come on, Melganis. Fuck. Alright, well, he doesn't have Melganis, so I guess we're Temple BGHing, though. Alright, well, now if he has Melganis come out, I'm gonna be pissed. 20. Combo in hand. Dr. Boom. Well, shit. You can't win them all, man. Probably could have won this one, but... Have I used a roar yet? I have not used a roar yet. Well, this is an easy decision then. We're gonna hit him for 22 next turn. We're not gonna hit him for 22 next turn. We could cycle for another draw, or we could just play this in hopes that then we could have 19, 20 damage. So if this lives, we can pull out the 20 damage combo, kill our opponent. We also have this guy has to live too, he's important. So both of these, the Shade and the Malfurion, have to live for us to win this game. And we're dead. Okay, okay. That is a lot of damage. There was no way that could be avoided. Nice BGH. Hey man, no Morganis came out and I was like, got him man, tempo BGH. Push for that combo. Turns out that was bad. And that's why he is the best Druid player. Oh man. Mech Shaman. Alright. Mulligan all this. He keeps 2 cards. None of this is useful enough. We need that Innervate and Wrath. Not this stuff. We got combo again, dude. Crushing it. Alright, Living Root's good. There you go. We could still draw out of this mess. I'll be right back 1 sec though. Alright, Finley into Warlock hero power. Alright, let's see. Is that worth killing? Probably not. It's probably better just to be offensive, especially since he's going to be life tapping, maybe? He's going to be taking some damage here. We need to get closer to this combo. This combo's got to be coming out on 9. And given the ability to play Keeper next turn is pretty sweet. Oh, we trade. Alright. I guess I just kill this and then... I think we just stop the Leper Gnome, right? This thing can grow really big, but we're hoping he doesn't have Feral Spirits here. Feral Spirits is the only card that makes this like super punishing, right? I think most of the time the Leper Gnome's going to be dealing more damage, or equal damage. Definitely have to develop. I can't just be hero powering. So then we can kill this. There you go, there you go. Oh man, Coin Doomhammer. So aggressive. So much damage, so fast. And of course he just ignores my board now. Alright. Shredder clear board, I guess. Oh, we are dying, man. We are dead. We are so very dead. There he is. Oof. No way. Oh, man, he's finding a rock biter every time. Is he clearing? What the fuck? We got a chance? We got a chance? We got a chance? Cool. Look at that shit. He's clearing. We got a chance. Look, that deserves a replay there. Just fucking clearing. We got a chance. Clearing. Golden Doomhammer. Oh, it's okay. He had 2 rock biters. That's why. I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. Wait, did he top deck one of those rock biters? I want to see if he top decked one of those rock biters. I missed it because I was watching a replay, so now I gotta watch a replay to see if he top decked one. Ancestral Knowledge, draw 2 more cards. So he didn't. Oh, he top decked one of them. You son of a bitch. The only card that kills me and he gets it. Ah. Oh. Wow. That's painful. I wish I didn't watch that. I wish I didn't watch that. Man. Watch it again in slow-mo. I don't know how to do that. I'm sure that's one of the settings, though. Alright, is Living Roots worth keeping? Yeah, sure. Try and get the curve, the 1, 2, 3. Oh. Got some root on root action. How many games do I usually play from rank 5 to legend? No clue, no clue. Usually not this many, man. This has been the hardest season for me to hit legend so far. Usually by this time, if I had played this long, I would be legend, but I don't know, man. We're just not getting there this time. This time's taking way longer than usual. Wow. We're taking some similar turns. Except he had a wild growth, we didn't. Alright. I like getting shade out early to start it growing. Get that mana investment pumping in. Yeah, I like Shredder on this board better than the other options. Shredder helps me set up my swipe and is awkward for him to trade into. The Druid of the Claw would probably be cleaner for him to trade into because he can just trade into it in hero power, you know? Shredder actually more durable. The Deck Doctor also makes it a lot harder to hit Legend. I usually Deck Doctor a lot, and then I am, every time I make progress forward, I then play Deck Doctor and lose all of that progress immediately. So, that might have something to do with it, I think. Well, I guess I'm swiping this turn. Otherwise, I can't, like, hero power and develop anything besides Keeper, so I guess this is as clean as a swipe as we're gonna get. This is gonna suck when he drops Dr. Boom, but yes, that's the life we live. Oh, cool, not Dr. Boom. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, let's try and set up my other swipe like this. I don't want to Loatheb as Loatheb. I want this to happen, and then I want to be able to play Loatheb on the turn that I unveil the shades, so it can be super strong. Have a deck doctor. I don't really mind rank. The only days that matter in the ladder season are the final two, so it doesn't matter if I take forever to get to Legend. It doesn't matter if I'm ranked 30 billion before the last 2 days of the season. You just need those last 2 days. You grind those last 2 days, you should make it. I haven't made it lately, though, because I haven't been putting in too much effort into it. It definitely should be putting in more effort than the amount I have been putting in. Alright. We don't have either combo piece, so this is a scary place to be. He potentially can combo us and kill us, though. So what's the best way to bluff combo? I think we'll do this. Summon 2 1/1s. And coin hero power here. Punch him in the face for 6. So we're under Loatheb effect, so these 1/1s are kind of annoying. And we're trying to set up at least a scary enough situation for him to unveil these shades. So we can try and kill him the turn after. Or try and kill the shades the turn after and stay alive. Yeah, dude, Gorkuff, I feel you, man. Back in Miracle days, I could win, like, I could get 20-game win streaks and whatnot. And then in Patron days, before Patron got nerfed, I could get 20-game win streaks with that as well. I have yet to find a deck in the current meta that I can get, like, even a 10-game win streak. It's just depressing, man. Depressing. Well, we baited him into revealing these shades, which would have otherwise combo killed us from whatever health total. So, sweet! We fell for their trap card. Because he was afraid of dying. What a wimp. Alright, 7. How much damage? Not enough. No combo pieces. The bluff feels good, man. Alright, so we can swipe keeper if we want. Swipe keeper seems about right. Yeah, I guess. Nice swipe keeper. God, we were so. All he had to do is like not reveal the shades, and we were fucked. So thank God he thought we could kill him. Alright, we're still fucked, barely. Oh, he's clearing, right? Yeah. This isn't good for us, but it's not the worst case. Because we have cards in our hand, not combo pieces. Alright, here we go. It feels so weird ranking up is so tiring this season? I don't know, it makes sense in my head. Everyone's playing mid-range Druid and Secret Paladin. It's impossible to have a consistent win rate against both those decks, so tiring makes sense. I think that's how it should feel when your opponent plays those things. Oh, you wanna go outside? Okay, one second. This game's almost done. Alright. He's got a Savage Roar in his hand, so how do I want to deal with that? I guess I just want to play the value game here, because he's got Savage Roar in his hand and I have minions, so I'll just trade here, then Hero Power a Boombot down, and then BGH Taunt. And try and win out on card advantage. And not expose myself to getting outvalued by that Savage Roar. He's got Wrath. Wild Growth. Alright. Doesn't Smork Paladin have a positive win rate against both? Against Druid and Secret Paladin? I've never found Smork Paladin to be too consistent against anything, but God bless if it does, man. Maybe. Might be worth a shot, you know? Alright, we'll kill that, find another card. Oh, that's a good one. Ow. And then he rips combo off the top and kills me. Now we're outside by 1. We can beat combo, boys. Alright, 16. Alright, we have enough value in our hand, right, that we can afford to heal here. Stay out of combo range and use the value we currently have in hand to try and win the game. Yeah. We don't need additional cards to win this game. We just need to not get comboed, so we'll play around that, you know? What do you got, coach? GG's. What breed's my dog? My dog's a German Shepherd. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta take my dog out, so I'll run a quick commercial while I take my dog out, come back, and then it's getting really late. It's already like almost 4 a.m. my time because the clock's wrong by an hour right now. So I'll be right back in 2 minutes and then switch to Duelist. So you don't have to stay for the commercial if you're not interested in seeing any Duelist, because Duelist is going to be what I do next. So I figured this is a good transition period for that. So I will be right back. Can't even speak. Look at me, I'm a rap god. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll have a dog up.